Yep, here, I've got this really nice beef one you can have.
If there's something really nice on the menu that someone has, or I'm taking 2 of yours for 1 of mine.
That's probably where all the British cat food ones go, like that
Yeah.
congeal things. I'm like, oh, yeah. Hi guys, and welcome to another video.
Hello there.
This is Alice.
And this is Kai.
And today we're going to be taking a look at the US versus the UK's military food, MREs.
Meals, yeah.
They're like ready-to-eat meals, basically. So, I don't know, really, they look like cat food, to be honest, don't they? Just in the sachets, you know, like, obviously a little bit more glamorous, maybe.
We don't know.
Hopefully. But yeah, let's jump in and have a look.
We obviously never had such a meal.
I've never tried it.
I don't think we'll ever get a chance to be honest.
No,
So
I mean,
it'll
I
just
don't
be
think we need to.
No, obviously. Hopefully.
Hopefully, yeah, this is true. Yeah, just something a little bit different. Again, it's by Insider Food, so we had a look at the comparisons before with the UK versus USA's food sizing, wasn't it?
Yeah, fast food sizing.
Fast food, like size comparisons, large, mediums, and all that sort of stuff. And we found the video really interesting, so we thought we'd have another look at something a little bit different. So let's jump in.
This is Food Wars.
A U.S. MRE is manufactured and packaged by Warnick, Ameriqual, and Sopaco, and come in 1 standard pack size.
UK MREs, or ration packs as we call them, are produced by Vesti Foods and come in 3 portion sizes. The standard portion is this, a 24-hour ration pack. You can also get a smaller version, which is like a 12-hour ration pack. And our biggest portion is this. This is a 10-man operational pack, which contains 10 of these 24-hour ration packs.
According to the Defense Logistics Agency website, a case of MREs, which is 12 meals, weighs around 22 pounds or 9.98 kilograms. So on average, 1 meal would be roughly 831.6 grams.
The approximate weight of one of these ration packs is 1.75 kilograms, but we're going to weigh it to see if that's accurate. In the UK, our ration pack menu number 2 contains a chili con carne. We're going to compare ours to the American chili to see who's getting more. I do think I've lost a little bit in here.
I don't know.
And if I were eating this straight out of the packet, maybe tearing the packet open, getting better access, I could probably get that closer to it.
I think if I was eating it, like if I had to eat that, I would be getting every last drop out of that pack. Like, to be honest, like,
yeah, you don't want to
make it count, wouldn't you?
So here are the contents of a 24-hour ration pack in the UK. In total, we counted 29 edible items, as well as a few extra bits, including tissues, sanitary wipes, matches, and other stuff like that.
We counted 11 edible items in our U.S. ration pack. Here are all the military MREs for the U.S. not available in the U.K.
And here are all the ration packs in the UK that you can't find in the US.
There's actually very few overlap of specific meals in U.S. MREs and the UK ration packs. Also, depending on which MRE meal you get, they contain different combinations of snacks and sides.
In both countries, official MREs are not available for sale directly to consumers. Basically, when you get a ration pack in the UK, it will come with a corresponding menu number. The menu number will give you a rough indication of what you're going to find inside, although there is a bit of variation. So what we've done here is lay out the breakfast and the main course options in order of the menus. In the UK, we were currently able to get hold of menus 1 to 10.
All right, we got the US MREs. I think we got every menu 1 through 24. We're going to go through the entrees and the breakfasts now.
Now, all of these can be eaten either hot or cold. I guess ideally you'd have them heated up. We actually got sent this flameless heating bag. Instructions for use.
What's this?
They're going to go really well.
It heats up.
Or I'm going to move myself and the Food Wars table can chemical balance.
Really?
I'm going to do a chili because we've already got a chili opens and I kind of know what they taste like. Filter line only. And then leave that for 10 minutes. Oh.
Whoa.
Well, it works.
Is that like a chemical
I hope
reaction?
I've sealed that well enough because that steamed up very quickly there. So while that does its thing, I guess what remains is for me to try the rest of them.
Starting down here, remember our good friend the chili? Not bad. I would say as average as chili can be. Your standards change quickly when you're outside all day. It comes with a cornbread. This cornbread muffin is actually really good. Let's try it with that chili.
So the breakfast that we got for menu 1 was pork, sausage and beans in a tomato sauce. This is like kind of an iconic British meal, I can't lie. It's kind of good.
Oh, that's what you get out of tin, isn't it?
Starting off strong.
Yeah,
I like
yeah.
that. Next up we have a pinni
Okay, I could
chana
deal with
aloo,
that.
which seems to be like a potato and chickpea curry. And then the final option from menu 1 in the UK, meatballs and pasta. Do I have high or low expectations for meatballs and pasta?
Simple,
Yeah,
right?
I mean, I think my fear was that like pasta doesn't hold up very well when it's kind of submerged in a sauce and cooked for a while. And I think that's kind of come true. Meatballs are right though.
Menu number 2 is shredded beef and barbecue sauce, but also came with seasoned black beans and tortillas. So, I mean, I don't know how you would do this.
The American one just looks like a home meal kit, doesn't it? It's like
Yeah, it comes with
a bit of everything,
all
but
the
like,
trimmings in a way.
I mean, the English one seems a bit more simple. It's just like, right, bosh, done. You know, like one simple meal, no faffing
Is that
around.
just breakfast, I think?
Well, we're just going by the ones we've seen thus
Yeah.
far, but
It's out in the field with no plates and not a table. And then the beans. A military taco. Here we go. These beans are rock solid. The consistency is a little weird. Right, this one is the chicken and noodles with vegetables and sauce. Yeah, this looks like a can of like chunky soup or chunky.
that looks
stew
pretty
before
grim,
you heat it
actually,
up.
doesn't
Yeah,
This
it?
definitely should be heated up before. And this, oh my god, this is brutal.
But again, like they said,
You just-
like
you
he
just
said,
got what,
when you're,
Yeah.
out, in the middle of
Yeah,
nowhere,
your standards
like
just
fearing for
come
your
like-
life or on a mission or whatever it may be, food is not really. I mean,
It's just a means of
it's
keeping
just
you
a
alive,
fuel.
isn't it? It's-
Literally, yeah. They
it's-
just do it because they have to keep
Yeah.
going. They don't think about, all right,
No, you're not expecting
worried
like a
about
5-star
food, yeah.
restaurant. You're just
You just-
eating
You
to
had
keep you
this
going. Yeah.
Exactly,
for
yeah.
Give energy.
some reason. This is very big.
Excuse
The
me.
first potential breakfast, the applesauce with raspberry puree. Now we're talking here.
Ooh, that sounds good.
Oh my god, that does not taste like fruit. That tastes like pure sugar. There is fruit in it, but it tastes more like fruit flavored soda. This hits close to home: spaghetti with beef and sauce. Oh, and it even came with Italian breadsticks.
Oh, very nice.
It's not meatballs. They had meatballs. We only have meat sauce. Breadsticks, they're a bit dry. They're the most driest thing I've ever eaten. These are so
Like-
dry. It's white
Isn't
chicken
it?
chunks. Oh no! It's just, oh, God. Yeah, just canned white chicken.
yeah, that doesn't.
No, I'd be so bummed. You guys are the worst one.
The thing is, though, like you don't expect anything really, do you? Like,
Not really.
You're kind of expecting. I mean, it's literally there to keep you alive, isn't it? It's there to give you some energy, keep you alive, and be very easy and accessible. You don't need a microwave. You don't need a cooker, an oven, or anything. It's just out of the packet, in, done. And let's be honest, most of these are probably, well, if they're being eaten on the field, you're not going to have anything. You got your fingers, isn't you? It's just scoop it in and done. So I think like in some of these American ones where there's lots of components, makes it a bit more awkward to kind of, how do you do that when you're on the field and you're in a trench or, whatever you're doing, you kind of need to be prepared, don't you, for this? Whereas if you've just got like an all-in-one, tip it and pour it down your throat almost, like it's a lot more reasonable.
So we got a beef taco filling with Santa Fe rice.
Santa Fe rice.
Not horrible. Decent seasoning, but yeah, I think what's missing for all these is cheese.
Then we're on to menu 3, and we have our first duplicate item. It's another muesli for breakfast. Now this one I'm intrigued by. One of the main options in menu 3, steak and vegetables with dumplings. A classic British beef stew is kind of one of my favorite foods. Having said that, I've opened this and it looks and smells like cabbage. Now, I've been eating most of these straight out of the bag because they've had a kind of texture which permits that, but this one I think we're going to have to plate up.
Oh,
This,
it's got a bit sort of
apparently is
congealed, isn't it?
Steak and vegetables with dumplings. Now, I started this section by saying that all of these can be eaten hot or cold, and I do think that's true. I guess the question is whether or not all of them should be eaten hot or cold. And I think this one, just immediately from the look of it, I think probably needs to be
It
eaten
looks like
hot.
cat food.
We've had
doesn't it?
our first womp womp moment of the episode. God. That's not good.
Beef strips in a savory tomato sauce. Marinara sauce with meatballs. Wait, so there's no noodles? Just sauce and meatballs? Oh my goodness, look how little these meatballs are. These little guys. There's no pasta in there, just the meatballs. Yeah, ooh, spaghetti-o level of meat flavor.
We're going to jump ahead slightly to menu 8 because that's where I've taken our hot main from. And the alarm has just gone off, which means it's ready to eat. Once it's cooked, just tear it along here, and then
I'm curious
it's at the
about this.
perfect height that you can then just also tear this and eat the whole thing. It's changed the consistency of this a little bit. I think with the steak and vegetables, for example, I think that would change the consistency a lot, whereas this has just made it like a little bit more runny, but not too bad. It was very hot, but that's still really good. I think this one I do prefer heated up actually. It brings out a few more of the flavors, a little bit more depth of flavor to it. That's really good. And I'm so impressed with this like heating pad thing. The heating pad, as well as just, I guess, warmed up meals, thumbs up for me so far.
Macaroni and a beef sauce. Well, that's good. We got noodles! And the chili. Oh, it's terrible. It doesn't taste like anything. Vegetarian taco pasta, which is a vegetable crumble with pasta and taco style sauce.
That doesn't look too
Is this
bad.
supposed to be Zapple sauce? Who doesn't love a little apple sauce? Again, wow,
It's gonna be sugar
super
again,
sweet.
isn't it?
With sugar, not high fructose corn syrup, so that's a plus.
And the last item from menu 3 is a beef burrito style filling with rice. Sadly, this does not come with any tortillas, so you can't make an actual burrito with it. There's a little bit more spice than anything else that I've had so far. The texture of the rice would be improved by heating this one up, because the rice is still like a little bit al dente.
Elbow macaroni.
I'm surprised though that some of these, like, you know, I know that obviously herbs and spices are great, but I'm surprised they're not all quite plain in a way, because if you are out in the field and, you know, you're on a mission or whatever you're doing and you're eating this sort of food, you don't really want your tummy to be like becoming a bit of a problem and, you know, having to go to toilet when you're in the middle of something, if that makes sense, because you're not really time and place for it, you know. It's not like you have
Yeah,
a
I guess
toilet.
what you
You're
mean.
going to have to just dig a hole somewhere, aren't you? And hope for the best, really. Get a couple of leaves and,
guess.
well, I'd probably carry toilet roll with them, I should imagine I would.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean? Like having the herbs and spices, yeah, it's great, but I think plain food would make a lot more sense to me, like for the
But
situation.
also, the menus are kind of catered to the palate. So that's why the American,
True.
they're not a lot of overlap. The American menus are obviously mostly
Yes.
different to the British ones.
I wonder
So-
if people can choose what rations they take as well, in terms of like, because obviously if certain people have different cuisines that they're used to, then the flavors and herbs and spices won't really matter to them, if that makes sense, because it's like home
I'm
from
not
home.
sure how the choosing works, if you
No.
get much say as an individual,
I mean,
or
I-
whether
I
you know
kind
your
of-
commander or whoever orders the food for the entire unit, or however it works. No idea.
Yeah, I
And
mean,
then everyone eats together when they're on camp, or you take it with you however it comes when you're out and about. I really have no idea, but I don't think choice and preferences have a lot of weight in those
No.
sort of.
well, I'm guessing they probably just bulk buy like XYZ,
Yeah.
and it's like, right, just grab some rations, guys, and
Yeah.
whoever last in gets the
I
leftovers,
guess
pretty much.
if you know the rations and what the options are, you can be like, oh, I don't want that one. Can I just grab that one instead?
I suppose it depends
just
how
go and grab
pally
what
you are,
you
doesn't
know.
it? If you pally with your superior, whoever,
It depends
just
how
got
it
to get in
works,
with the
yeah.
person who orders them and be like, look, you know, do us a favour, do us a solid on this one.
Yeah,
I'm sick
don't
of that
order
congealed
menu free
beef.
because it's absolute rubbish. I guess that is the thing. Yeah.
Probably. I mean, obviously,
I'm sure if they know what's coming, they can choose what they want. to
and I
an
suppose
extent.
if they go through it and they're like, yeah, nah, no, that's disgusting. They're probably
Yeah.
not going to order that one
We're not
again.
gonna have
are
that
they?
one
Let's be
again,
honest,
yeah.
because they just won't bother.
Macaroni and tomato sauce. Granted, I mean, I know I got to heat them up. Yeah, this one's all right. Mango, peach, applesauce. I'm liking the applesauce. This would
gonna
be
be sugar again,
at
isn't it?
breakfast, or it's fruity, so maybe this you would have first thing
This
of
one
the day.
sounds quite good.
Oh yeah. Oh, this is really good.
The last menu 4 item is a chicken curry with potatoes and rice. There's actual like
Ooh, that
decent
sounds
sized
good.
pieces of what I hope is chicken, less flavorful than some of the other ones.
I want to try heating some of these up. You do this, then you put your.
Oh, they have the
MRE
same
inside.
sort of thing.
Sorry, you can't tell red and water to this. Here we go. Real exciting stuff here in the studio. While we're moving on.
I see, it's
So
got
we
it there, I
got
can
1,
see it
2,
now.
3 heating up. The staff was able to make this thing work. I was not. I don't know why. But moving on, we have a cheese tortellini and a tomato sauce. Oh yeah, look at this. I got the whole tortellini right there.
Then we're on to menu 5, and we're starting off with another muesli. It's the third muesli we've had in 5 meals. The variation, I think, is going to start to kind of run dry. Speaking of a lack of variation, meal 5 also has another pasta bolognese. The different option from meal 5 is a sweet and sour chicken with rice. Good colour on it. Nice, familiar orange colour. There's pineapple in this, and water chestnuts. I'm kind of impressed. This is pretty good. I'd say this leans more on the balance of sweet rather than sweet and sour. I think with the water chestnut and also the kind of like pineapple chunks, there's still some things in there with bite, which I appreciate.
Creamy spinach fettuccine with egg noodles, spinach, and mushroom in a cream sauce. Oh. It feels like they're going a little, I don't say overboard, because I figure you gotta have like a variety of meals, but doesn't like a fettuccine with mushrooms and a cream sauce, like after a long day of hauling stuff around and soldiering and exhausting job and carrying all the stuff and Just be like, let's kick back with some spinach, mushrooms, and a cream sauce. Like the most colorful one so far. I don't feel great.
Doesn't
I do
look
not
like
feel
it.
great. This should be the Mexican style chicken stew. Oh, and then they're saying there's another tear here to remove the MRE. Very smart. So you got a second spot to tear. This is really smart. Second spot to tear. So it's easier
So
just
it
to
opens
grab
both.
the MRE out.
Ah,
All right, so the package is hot, so it feels like this is much, I kind of smush it around a little bit. So they are still flimsy tortillas, but looks like they're...
I wonder if, like, when the soldiers are in the same camps, if they swap rations around. I wonder if that's a thing. Like different, obviously a different armies.
Oh, what you
or
got
military.
today? Well, you have
It's
you
like,
got
oh
today.
yeah, like, you know, I'll give you this for that. Or,
Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that happens.
I think it might.
Yeah.
You know. Yep. Here, I've got this really nice beef one you can have.
If
you
there's
know?
something really nice on the menu that someone has, or I'm taking 2 of yours for 1 of mine.
That's probably where all the British cat food ones go, like that
Yeah.
congealed thing. It's like, right, oh yeah, but this beef is to die for. I'll give you that for what you got. Oh, I can imagine some bargaining goes on.
Not as gelatinous, I guess. Definitely better heated up. Yeah, I like this. This is pretty good.
American
Next
seems
up
to
is
have
menu
more
7,
of the
which
American
I don't know if
stuff.
this was deliberate or not, but
Sorry, yeah. It just seems to be a bit more varied, a bit more
Yeah.
flavoursome, whereas the English is a bit more plain.
And also more repetitive.
Yes.
this to be like a fully vegetarian menu. For starters, we have a vegetarian all-day breakfast. I think the main difference is that they've subbed out the meat sausages for vegetarian sausages. It's another one that seems to be like mostly beans. It seems very fitting that the British Army is powered by baked beans. We've got the same issue as before, that the beans are just like, I think, too sweet. But one that I have not had is a vegetable and chickpea biryani. I like a biryani. For those who don't know, it's just like various
That's rice dish.
things, sometimes meat, in this case vegetables, cooked down with rice and a bunch of Indian spices. I've had much better biryani in the past. I'm sure there are lots of people watching at home and recoiling in horror at the thought of this being a biryani, but it's okay. I think on the whole, the vegetarian menu, pretty good.
Moving on, we have the chicken burrito bowl, which comes in a bag and not a bowl. Sure, a lot of this just like, I don't know, we got some heated up.
Oh,
So
it's again, it's a bit like the other one, isn't it?
This weird gel cube.
Needs to be
And that
heated,
comes
I think,
with
that one.
what essentially would be considered a breakfast, I guess, apple pieces and a spiced sauce. So the entree appears to be
Different.
a maple flavored pork sausage patty. Okay, so just one block of yep. It is of course just this. It's like a Cliff Bar.
What on
but
earth
pork.
is that?
Not good.
It's like a
Really weird. It tastes
patty.
surprisingly bland. A hash brown potato with bacon.
didn't look too bad, but he said it tasted
Ooh,
bad.
no! This is the most cat food.
Potatoes.
Cooked beef ravioli once again. It like heated the bottom of it. So you still gotta massage it a little bit. Like this side is heated and then this middle part didn't get
Yeah, it
heated.
doesn't look
It
very
also
good.
came with tortillas, which is funny. This is what this looks like, and it looks gross.
Menu 9 starts with more muesli, then moves to a new dish, which is sausage casserole. This is another like classic British dish, a sausage casserole. Slow cooked, stewed sausages with tomato, potatoes, other vegetables. On the whole, the sausages are
look
actually like surprisingly good. It might just be because I quite like those slightly cheap, like pre-packaged sausages. And then for your other main course, we have another pindi chana aloo.
This one, another hot one. Oh, it's just gonna be a patty. Oh,
Looks like it.
Oh no.
it has a
Yeah,
sauce
it's another
apparently.
Jalapeno pepper
Grilled
jack.
jalapeno pepper jack, flavored.
That's a
No
dinner.
rotten potatoes.
Ah, it has another.
Rotten potatoes? What do you think of that? This looks really rough. Italian sausage with peppers, onions, and a marinara sauce. Yeah, okay. Menu number 21 should be lemon pepper tuna, or tuna chunks in a bag. We've just been informed that this bag actually says white chicken chunks, which we saw before. There is a lemon pepper tuna that we don't have.
And finally, last but not least, we have
Okay.
menu 10, which starts with an instant porridge. The cooking instructions actually specify that you need to put boiling water in it, leave it for 3 minutes to soak, and then eat it. Whereas all the other ones are technically able to be eaten cold. Menu 10 has a couple of mains, one of which is another beef burrito style filling with rice. And our final main course is Hunter's Chicken. It's another
Ooh.
plate one, which I don't think is a compliment. Doesn't look great,
It
does it? This is Hunter's Chicken. Traditionally, this is chicken breast with some bacon, some cheese, some barbecue sauce. I think, bits of chicken in
Doesn't
here.
look
I'm
like
kind
it's
of
got
struggling
barbecue,
to see where. I think it's these like small bits rather than like a chicken.
They're tiny portions, really,
No,
aren't
that's really bad.
they? I know that, obviously.
Beef goulash. Beef with brown rice, spinach, carrots, tomatoes, and smoked paprika. A pepperoni pizza and cheese slice.
Oh.
Ooh.
Army pizza. Oh, God. That's so bad. This is, I don't know what it is.
For a second, I thought he was going to like it. I thought he was proper impressed. But no. It does feel like everything would be better warm. Well, most.
I think
most
so,
things.
yeah. I mean,
definitely the
that,
main.
I think that generally goes for food, though, doesn't it? But I guess again, it's situational,
what
isn't
the
it?
food
Like
is.
if you're out and about, it's a bit different if you're sat in camp or whatever the camp is called. I don't know, but if you're there, then you have more time to actually warm it up to make it maybe a little bit better if you can. Whereas obviously, if you're out in the field, realistically, you're just gonna sling it down, aren't you?
Yeah,
You're
you're
not gonna
just going
think
to do
twice
whatever
about it,
you
really.
need. But as a general rule, I think most of these would be at least a little bit better if they're all.
I think so, yeah.
On top of the mains and breakfast options, you also get a dessert in a British ration pack. The options we got today included a chocolate brownie, a cinnamon cake, a vanilla cake, a chocolate cake, or an orange cake.
The US MREs have an assortment of desserts. This looks all right. Muffin tops, cookies, puddings, cakes, a bun, a toaster pastry, cookies, and cobblers.
Every ration pack in the UK also comes with 4 to 5 snack options. We've taken all of the ones we got from menus 1 to 10 and laid them out here.
Snacks. Our US MREs come with a lot of snacks. Usually find 3 or 4 of these in each MRE in various combinations.
So here we have a mixed fruit snack, which is like a fruit puree in one of these handy little pouches.
First of all, I mean, how bright did these look just compared to all the packs we did before video? Like, I'm looking at these,
You
I
can't
also
even
want
look
to
at
turn
it.
the saturation down. Up in the candy rings, and then you got M&Ms, Twizzler Nibs, more M&Ms, Skittles,
Twizzler
Reese's
Nibs.
Pieces.
No
Very
idea.
nice.
Thank you.
Now we're on to the drink options, which again I think you get 4 of in a 24-hour British ration pack. These all come in the form of powders, which you mix with water and then consume. They're also split into 4 different categories. We have just a standard drink powder, we have an energy drink powder, a fortified energy drink powder, and we have an isotonic drink powder. Having quickly scanned the ingredients of both of these, I'm actually not sure what the difference is between,
No idea,
say,
to be
an
honest.
energy drink powder and a standard fruit flavor powder. There's no caffeine in the energy powders, for example. I think most of the energy is coming from the sugar content in these.
While that's cooking, let's see what other drinks we have. We got orange,
No tea in
lemon,
the
lime, and
British.
grape. That's
I think there was tea because I'm sure I saw it earlier in the show. On one of the lists, it said the contents of a pack, and I'm sure in the drinks
okay.
it had tea in there as well. How could they not have tea in
That's
there?
what I was
Of course they've
wondering.
got tea in there.
definitely
what are
not
you
grape
thinking?
colored. It says
Whoa.
grape on here. I think it tastes like grape, but also because it's blue, I'm thinking blue raspberry. While my coffee is cooking, I also have different coffee flavors. I get a chocolate hazelnut protein drink,
Oh, that sounds good.
Irish cream cappuccino, chocolate protein drink.
Regardless of the type of drink powder that you're getting, they do come in a bunch of different flavor options. I'm not sure if any of these
Okay.
particularly appeal to me. I'll try the Tutti Frutti one. I feel like of all of these, sounds pretty fun. Yeah, I was really hoping that the color would be like a bright blue or pink or something. But
I suppose it's just to break up the flavour of water, isn't it? Really. If you want,
And
if you
unlocking
fancy
some kind of,
something,
like,
that's
repressed
Provide some
alcohol
energy.
memory, I think.
Some
I'm fairly sure I
electrolytes.
drank a cocktail to the point of oblivion that tasted pretty much like this.
So this is my French vanilla coffee. Oh yeah, I'm not recognizing a lot of these words. But yeah, this is nice.
Finally, every ration pack in the UK also contains a bag of common items. Start down this end where we have some matches. Then we have some water purification tablets. I think there are 6
Okay.
of these in here actually. And according to this, you can purify 1 litre of water per tablet. That's pretty good. I like that this is in the essential items thing. We have some hot sauce. We have some tissues, as well as 2 alcohol-free hand wipes. Then you have 2 tea bags, 2 sachets of instant coffee, 4 sachets of beverage whitener. I think, again, this might be something along the lines of they can't legally call this powdered milk. but it is effectively a powdered milk substitute.
And
and 4 sachets of sugar.
For the tea.
Our US MREs have these
And coffee.
following accessories.
We've got a little
First of
bottle of
all,
hot
over
sauce.
here, you've seen it a few times this episode.
Oh, I love that
Heating
bottle.
thing, the heating bags to heat up your food and your drinks. Saw this the whole time. The spoon. Every MRE comes with a spoon. Now,
Oh, there you go.
did you notice?
You don't
Do you
have to
notice,
tip
though,
the
that
food into your mouth.
I don't know if the English one was as color coordinated, but the American was very brown, and even the spoon is brown. So I wonder if that's kind of a bit of camouflage. So if you're sat in a, all plugged up somewhere, and you
Yes,
have
but
a
also the American rations had the Skittles and the M&Ms
did
right
they
in the
actually
original
have-
packaging.
oh,
very
they
bright.
was actually part of.
Yeah.
I thought that the Skittles in that. I thought they were just like he was putting them there for contrast. I didn't realize they were actually part of it.
No, they were part of it.
Oh, okay, so
That's how I understood it, unless I'm wrong.
maybe.
Why would he put it there, though?
No, I don't know. You're probably right. I just thought he put it there to be like, look at the comparison of like how bright these are to how bland.
No, I think they were part of it. Just like with the Tabasco sauce, they just left it in its
Yeah.
original packaging.
Okay.
I want that bottle.
Kinda
That is the cutest thing ever.
Why don't they have anything like a knife in here? Of course they have a knife. They're soldiers. They have pocket knives. They come with a concentrated beverage base. This one is cranberry grape. Over here is the coffee zone for the most part. Bill's brewed freeze-dried coffee. You can add it to hot or cold water. 6 ounces right here. And you have your choice of either Splenda or sugar. Salt. If you need more sodium on your food. This is a coffee creamer. Each pack of accessory comes with 2 pieces of gum. These are waterproof matches.
Nice.
Spice up that food a little bit of Tabasco. A little Tabasco. Right. A moist
that's so
towelette
cute.
and regular napkins.
Let's take a look at the ingredients of the chili con carne in the UK. Beef, red kidney beans, tomato puree, water, onion, red and green peppers, wheat flour, calcium carbonate, iron, thiamine and nicotinamide, modified maize starch, salt, spices, spice extracts, calcium carbonate and smoke flavor. The ingredients in here are actually all pretty natural without any real artificial preservatives. Our eyebrows were raised when we saw nicotinamide in the wheat flour. Thankfully, it's not some kind of nicotine, it's just another type of vitamin B3, aka niacin.
This chili with beans contains all this. Looks
Whoa.
like mostly normal stuff until you get to the bottom of the list there. Ethoxylated monodiglycerides. I have no idea what that is. I don't think I've ever had that in Food Wars before, so if someone in editing can go ahead and say what it's used for.
It's just a preservative almost.
These have a minimum shelf life of 3 years depending on storage conditions.
Similarly, ours have a shelf life of around 3 years, and after that, it's down to the temperature at which they're stored. For example, this chili was made in December 2021, and apparently is shelf stable until around 2025. There also aren't many changes in the UK, however, there was a recent controversial change. Chocolate bars were taken away from British troops serving in Iraq and Afghanistan because they kept melting in the desert heat. They were replaced with the much less popular peanut butter. I can see how people would be annoyed about that. So you get 5 matches.
Okay. Oh, we both did it. Remove it. I'll let you do it. I'll let you do it. Okay, good. So there we go.
Very interesting, actually. And it's very clever, the whole concept of how they make it so it lasts, and with the bags that heat it all up. That's just.
I thought the bags were quite fascinating. I wonder if the bags, can you use it multiple times or is it one?
I think once you.
Yeah,
Because then they rip it up.
because it looked like you only got one of those heater bags per 24 hours of ration. So you I
You get
guess
to
you
pick
choose
and
wisely.
choose what you, will you heat up.
Yeah, I have no idea. I mean, maybe some of you guys have been in the military and you know how these ration packs work and how they're distributed. Let us know in the comments. It'd be quite interesting to find out. But I have no idea how they would. I mean, I guess they're just like, right, there's your package, there's your package. I mean, the British one seemed as I would expect them to be. Somewhat plain, obviously very...
Kind of hearty.
Lots of beans.
Lots of beans, quite a bit of rice and stew type things, but it just kind of comes with the territory of how you have to store it. And
yes, and that's obviously...
it goes for the USA ones as well. But the main difference for me was the fact that the USA one was a lot more varied in options.
And you had like a couple of additions, didn't you? So you had like the cornbread with... What was that? I can't even remember what it was with.
I don't remember, but yes, you had
like,
some of them came with tortillas and the cornbread. And
it didn't seem like the English ones had that at all, really, but it was just like pour it on a plate and get on with it, basically.
For a full meal, yeah.
I mean, I guess ultimately, you know, whether they taste nice or not, they're there to sustain you and keep you keep you moving and keep you healthy within reason, you know. So I guess they're fit for purpose. They're just not the best meal necessarily. Yeah, what do you guys
Very
think?
interesting. Yeah, I found it really interesting.
It was different actually. I've never even looked at like rations and obviously what they would eat in the military. Never really thought twice about it, to be honest. Now I kind of feel sorry for them a little bit actually. Not the best choices, but yeah, I think that's pretty much. We don't want to go on too much. It's a long video.
It's a long video, yeah.
Thanks for watching, guys. If you made it this far, then thank you for enduring to this point. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Really helps us. But other than that, see you in the next video, and bye for now. Bye.